What's up, YouTube? Ventmer here. Just got a trade in from an awesome guy named Mark. He messaged me a few days ago. Came in awesome, great packaging. I'm glad to have finished this trade out. I'll be sending your stuff out while this video is uploading. The very last card of the trade, I had to hard case it up because there was no way I wasn't gonna like keep that in just a regular sleeve. So I'm gonna go ahead and crack into these. He also threw in some extra like Dawn of a Friend and Endless Darkness random cards, which is really cool. So let's go ahead and open these. So first one was, and I'm just gonna attribute everything to age. Like, everything looks really good, but the backs are just kind of around the corners. But that, I mean, in all honesty, you got to give that to age in most of it. This set's probably 6-7 years old, and I don't know how long these been in sleeves, but otherwise they're gorgeous. First one was an Oogie Boogie from Endless Darkness. I'm working on finishing out the Jack Skellington deck, so it's awesome. Let's go ahead and get into the next one. Like I said, on a couple of them it's just very minimal wear. It's not that big a deal. Like, this one's fantastic. Like, there's really not any wear on it at all. Jack Skellington. Most of these supers were all from Endless Darkness. This thing's fantastic. I wish I had two more. There it is. Gotta be careful making sure when you do open these packages with a knife, because you don't want to cut the hell out of the card. Awesome. Next one is Setzer for Roxas. This thing shuts down Heartless really hard. With me getting these, I'm going to be trying to do an update to at least 2 decks here within the next few weeks. Because these cards make these decks work really well, especially the Jack Skellington deck. Next one is Santa Claus. Santa Claus is awesome. He lets you draw more, and basically he's what can kick off your effects of Zero and Sally really easily. Because once per during your draw phase, you get to draw 1 extra card, and then you discard a card, as long as Santa's on your friend area. So basically what that means is if you discard a Zero or Sally that says when this card is discarded by a card effect, well, they're discarded by a card effect and their effects are going to kick off. So he's really good to kick that deck off. Last one is Yen Sid. If anyone has these, I need 2 more of this because I want to make Roxas look broken, because he makes Roxas really fun and really stupid. So these are all going into Jack Skellington. These 2 are going into Roxas. Setzer shuts off all Heartless. Yen Sid basically shuts off most everything else. But yeah, if you guys have either of these or 2 more of this and 1 more of him, hit me up. And this was the last card, and I'm so happy that he had this card because I've been looking for it for a little while, and I had to case it just for the fact of how hard of a card it is to find. I wasn't going to let it just sit out. There's only 3 of this rarity made. They made a Maleficent and otherwise a Final Form Sora from the final set in Japan. It's the gold super rare King Mickey. He's fantastic. The card looks gorgeous. The only thing is around the back of it, there's some edge wear, but again, age. I'll always attribute things like that to age. Crap happens as time goes on. But otherwise, the card looks fantastic. There was no way I was going to let that just sit out. Basically, I did the same thing to my Awakening Sora with a card that hard to find. I'm not just going to let these sit out in regular sleeves. These are going in hard cases. If I ever feel like taking the king out, these are really easily unscrewed and rescrewed in if I decide to play that in Roxas, because that's where he's the best. Otherwise, I can't wait to just have this sitting out looking gorgeous. So Brian, your level of jealousy right now. Let me know, bro. Also, this is basically the opening for the trade and a channel update. I'll be partnering with a friend of mine named Brian. On YouTube, he's BRAYN21, I think. I'll get a link in the description or like right here between them just to even like throw it in his face more for jealousy. Sorry, Brian. He has the other two gold super rares. He has the Final Form and the Maleficent. So basically he was super jealous when I found this. But he and I are going to be partnering on future videos together because I've got a lot of tournament experience. He has a huge collection. So we're basically going to be partnering like on my videos. He's going to be on Skype sometimes in the background. We're going to be going over deck reviews, things like that. It's going to be awesome to do. And then it'll probably be the same thing in a lot of his videos. I'll be on Skype in the background. We'll be talking about critiques on each other's decks, things like that. It's going to be really fun. So these were the huge things of the trade. I'm going to get into the extra parts now because I'm really curious what else he threw in. Because a lot of Dawn of the Friend, it was basically a reprint set of sets, I think 1 and 2 for Japan. They got a reprint set of what we had as 1 and 2. Open! 1 and 2. So this side is Dawn of a Friend. So that's all Dawn of a Friend, and this is all, oh, that's really cool. This is all Endless Darkness. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through Dawn of a Friend real quick. So White Mushroom, ooh, good Mushu. Gravera, Selfie, Waka, Mushu. Oh, hell yeah, Chippendales. Mayor, Stop, and Off. Kyle, which duck is that? Huey, Dewey, or Louie? I think it's Huey. Kyle, you can talk in my videos. I don't care. Steph interrupts half my videos anyway. So let's go through Endless Darkness. That's like...
I still think every time you say deck, I hear dick.
Lol. So let's go through some of the Endless Darkness stuff. It's really cool. I don't remember half the stuff. I have official translations on it all, but I don't remember what half this crap does, in all honesty. So this one's really cool. It's the Lock, Shock, and Barrel. We have 2 of the Pumpkin Presents. 1 of the Rumbling Rose. This thing is really good. Like, if I ever built a beast deck, I would want 3 of this in that deck, because that's so good. I don't remember what this technique card is called at all. This thing is fantastic. It says if your opponent has no world card in play, you can play this card for free, and you can have up to like 9 of it in on your opponent's world area, even before they play a world. This thing's so cool, and it's a level 0-3. So basically, you just stockpile these Heartless on their world before they even play a world, and then you just crap this thing out, and you can have as many of this in a deck as you want. And then you have Eeyore, really good level 1 beast. God, I think that's just called the Lantern. And then we have the equipment card, the Gold Doubloon. The Gold Doubloon's really good. Yeah, these were really cool. I'm really happy that you sent these. These are awesome. I'm so happy to have an extra Chippendale now. You guys are probably going to see more Japanese cards in my decks from now on, just for the fact, like, a lot of English cards are hard to pick up. A lot of Japanese cards are not easy to pick up. But at the same time, like, when it comes to the rarity system, it's the same thing in like Yu-Gi-Oh, where they'll give us 1 rare. Japan got 1 rarity, but we got a little bit higher of a rarity. Like you see this one here, Dawn of a Friend, as a common, whereas we got it as a super rare. So your guys are probably going to see more Japanese cards in some of my decks, just for the fact of 1, Yin Sid and Setzer, and these 3. Because they're what we're supposed to complete the decks and make them actually competitive, because that's where the deck was going to get really fun, is once we got the really cool stuff. Like, this Jack Skellington says you can play it into your friend area as a level 1. Well, once it hits the friend area, then it goes back to being a level 2, so you can level manipulate around that. I told you what the Santa did. Oogie Boogie says when he comes into play, depending on how many depending on how many Halloween Town dark cards you have in play, he gets a certain effect, and they just get better as he goes up. Now, the cards aren't broken in of themselves or even in the deck, but they're what was going to make the deck even more so playable than it already is. So that's what I picked up. This I already had. This I picked up, which is awesome. I'm so happy that you had that you sent it to me. Thank you so much. Like I said, I'll be uploading this here in about 3 or 4 minutes, and while it's uploading, I'm gonna run to the post office real quick, drop off your package, and I will message you, Mark, with the stuff. So I will catch you guys later. Peace, guys.